How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What up, fam? It's JP, Jean Paul. How they getting it in it? Yo, let's get it started. I've not been around for a while because of network issues, and everybody has been flooding the internet for a long time now. So I've been on Instagram, so you can check out my Instagram at Breeze John Paul. So can check out what I'm doing there too. So it's just Instagram or YouTube, one or two. I've been on Instagram, so you can check the file. I don't really put myself on, so I have to just do that. Okay, so on my Instagram, I was talking about Burkina Faso. So I don't know whether I'm going to skip it for now because I don't think the internet is in support of it. So we have to find something else to talk about. They are disturbing me too much, and I can't flow with it. I also like have fun doing what I'm doing. So if it's going to bug me, I'll just leave it and do something else. I know what I am. So okay, my mic is working good, and I'm not using any earpiece. So okay, and I've confirmed it through the YouTube. So let me find something we can do, something we can talk about, something we can relate to, something we can enjoy. So, and I think I'm also trying to bring my ring light closer. I like the color of this ring light. Right. Okay, I like this. Okay, so let's get into it. I can't play music or I don't want it to label it like a copyright stuff. So I'll not be able to be monetized. We all need money, but okay. So that's such an animated options for all your scenes. I think they help me with something that I've been troubling me for a while now. So let me let me let me check something and enjoy. Um so let me just search for a topic. Um discussions discussions going around. I don't know what to talk about, so let me just in Lagos. Let me go Lagos because is where I'm staying. I'm mostly here like 24/7. Okay, so discussions going around. Based on reports from February 2026, conversations and discussions in Lagos are currently focused on significant infrastructural, economic, and environmental issues alongside vibrant social tech entertainment events. I just want something that that really matters. Something that is easy. Ah, okay. See, I just saw something. They want to ban Kurokbe. So commercial drivers. I don't know. What do we call commercial drivers? Are they like taxis or Ubers or like big buses? So I think big buses are commercial drivers. Okay, commercial drivers are protesting against the ban on mini buses that is Korokwe, stating it is negatively affecting their livelihoods and disrupting transport services. Okay, so like they want to ban Korokwe, and even the commercial drivers are complaining because they will make their work easier, and they already have a system that they follow. I used to use Corepay to go to work when I was working in 9 to 5 at Zenko Group. And thanks for the for everything. Yeah, so Corepay is actually better than it just makes everything flow. Everything in Nigeria is important, and people don't really drive anymore. So I don't know whether this is a new scheme to collect money from more money from people. I know that is a new scheme to collect money from people, and I don't support it because Koikwe just makes it easier. No, let everybody just be using what they are using now. People cannot even drive anymore because of fuel. So do you want to ban Koikwe so one particular source of getting all the money, then be eating what you want from it? Are you the government or are you capitalists? So, well, I've said what he said. Going to go further, but you know, whatever, man. Let me tell you this. Let me talk about this. God, yeah, shit. Okay, so I want to talk about something here. I know. Okay, I feel like everybody needs money. You get okay, but like churches and you know churches and institutions that render like public services should not like hold back their conveniences like toilets that anybody can really need. So I went to a church one day. I'm not going to mention the church's name. I went there and someone came in the need for toilet. I don't know what person. The highest can do is monitor the person's movement. You get. I know we have to be security wise, but can we really avoid all the danger? And will we always let fear rule, or will we stand? We always It's not even fear because I'll just call it discrimination. Because if it was like a young, you know, good looking person that came in to use the toilets, they would have definitely allowed him. Another thing is that people should like, always try to look good. always try to dress good so people will not discriminate you or look at you somehow. No matter what you want to do it in your wherever you can do it and come out looking good. And don't expect people to discomfort themselves and please you. You really have to look into that. And I know I've said enough, and people really need to make the action needed to do that. So that comes to the to what this is the reason why I said that, because there's something about environmental waste management. A viral video showing government officials dumping waste into the lagoon from the third million bridge has caused outrage. So why I didn't want to pick this topic because you're complaining about you're complaining about such, yeah, but you see somebody there pooing there. The next day, literally, I see people pooing outside. I feel like in everything we're doing, we have to use our brain and consider, even if you want to do something that will harm somebody, don't let it harm other people too that are around there. It's like throwing stone at a glass house. Okay. So rising cost of living and rent. Discussions are active regarding the high cost of living and specifically the rent crisis, with landlords being accused of harsh bidding demands. So, no, this one is not a topic because it's the person's property. Can do whatever he wants with it. Can do whatever he wants with it. But another thing is that government can also use it as opportunity to gain more, you know, revenue. So I think there should be like I think there should be like a body that governs, landlords. Like if you're not in that body, you shouldn't be allowed to own a building. You shouldn't be allowed to own a building or be a landlord. So like everybody can know that if this is a property, it's the same everywhere. Infrastructure and security. Concerns about illegal demolitions such as in the Makoko area and following discussions on urban. Okay, I always had a problem with this. Yeah, I don't even need to finish. Okay, let me just finish it. On urban planning and the treatment of the poor. There are also ongoing discussions about the stability of electricity supply, specifically in areas like Ikorodu. Okay, so the Bible says, you know, no matter what happens, yeah, if you are rich and you treat the to treat the poor wrongly, you should make sure they don't cry. Just don't make it too painful. Two buildings, the whole place, that's like a lot of people looking for where to live. I mean, almost all the fuel stations there. So many places that I see them demolishing that, that people's livelihood, but it really doesn't do. And at the same time, I'm not judging them because people have to do their work. But at the same time, I'm still judging them because I just feel like there are other ways to do things. There are other ways to do things. For another place, like before before you evacuate them or destroy what is there. You create a place for them that they can, stay, either to stay there and they own that place, or somewhere that they can just stay for like a week or two, or a month or a year. I'm just saying my own idea before they can get their feet again. I think a year is enough for somebody to get his feet again. A year or two, 2 years max. Else you're not doing anything. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Instead of pursuing people like that, no. I don't really support that, demolition, government say this, this one, that one, I have the money, I have the power, uh, this kind of things leads to a lot of things that you think that is just normal, or they cost me or anything, but it's just it's just what is meant to happen. You understand? And I won't say that I'm so innocent or everything that I don't do anything or something like that, but I do a lot of things, but I just always like consider, even when I don't consider, there should be a limit to what I want to do. But these days people just do whatever they feel like and expect everybody to be happy with them. I don't know how they think that's possible. Then later they'll blame the concerns about the illegal demolitions, such as in the Makoko area, not just in the Makoko area. These things are happened everywhere. Lekki, Makoko, Surulere is everywhere. I support Ikorodu needs to renovate, and to clear all those bushes. No. It's not as if it's trees that are jealous. It's a serene place for do things about that. Come on. Tech and I think I want to finish here. Okay, let me just do events and business discussions. Let's try another topic on. Let's finish here. Tech and innovation. The Lagos Tech Fest 2026 is a major topic focusing on innovation. I don't really care about tech. Finance and business. The Traders Fair 2026. Okay, this is good, but let me just check about it. Traders Fair 2026. Let me just check. It's something that I don't know. I won't talk about it. So the topic of my blessing for okay, this Traders Fair 2026 Lagos. Oh, global trading community connect, collaborate, conquer at Traders Fair Nigeria. April 10, 2026. Traders Fair delivers an engaging series of educational and networking events. So you see things about all these things that it's not about attending them, but what do you do with it? would he just attend it, or you just want to see white people? So people go there, they don't do it, even with all their questions and everything. They just end up dropping it because it's not who they are. You should like find who they are. I used to be like that. For so long. I always thought that I know it has really helped me. Not knowing myself, because not knowing myself that led me to finding myself. Because even if they tell you that this is who you are, you still need to check for yourself before you acknowledge that that's who you are. So all my life I've ventured into different occupations and businesses, but I just end up finding out that it's just music, bro. Then music and knowledge. Now just something I call, if I was not a knowledge type, I wouldn't have really gone through all, the curiosity to be sure to know, and use those knowledges in real life situations has made me who I am. So that's also the point of this live that I keep doing, to promote my music and to enlighten on everything that I've accumulated through like 28 years of my life. This year, June 21st, I'll be 29. I think 28 years is enough to like know enough or everything. Hi. Okay, so that's enough with the traders fair 20. But if you want to go, you can go. You get. If you want to go, you want to learn. There's no harm in learning. You can still go and enjoy yourself, meet new people, converse, make new friends, spawn business opportunities. Very good. I support that. Culture and entertainment, the Lagos Fancy Carnival. What's that? I think I'd like to come for this. I know I'm not going. Social and lifestyle discussions around Valentine's dining experiences, nightlife, drums in church. But it reached a stage whereby I knew that it was no longer my time. You get, because I just saw it was like I was not I was not even I was not you know whether I drum hard or not, they will just stand up and start clapping. Even when I know that I'm not as efficient as I used to be. So there's this there's this thing about glorifying the younger ones. You get, give them a chance to shine. And I learned that from Godson when I was young. I always come to drum and he will leave the drum for me to drum. So I kept on getting better until I started growing older. And I didn't need to like go to a teacher. I also started drumming in school, the drum in church. So I became perfect, and I got so used to the life, just kept on drumming until you know I was I don't say that is what I was going through that was causing it, but I just sat down at the back. I didn't I didn't sit down where I was drumming, and I just looked, and I just saw that you know it is time to let the younger ones shine. It's not like I don't let them drum sometimes, but I just feel like let me leave. Let me just totally stop drumming so that they could do what they want to. They will do what they need to because as I did that, I kept on seeing improvements and I kept on seeing better drummers that were not that were not there before. Even the ones that used to, and when I was forcing it before I left them, I always ask myself like, how can these two drummers be here? Like this is just noise, you get. So I'll purposely do it in a way that it will only be them drumming, and everybody will everybody will enjoy the music, enjoy the drumming, enjoy the singing and everything. So yeah. So I just feel like the oldies should give the young ones a chance, to express themselves, Stop celebrating yourselves. You understand? Let them celebrate you. Celebrate them. Do the party for them. Do what the fuck is R&B? Can't you do something like for the young ones, like an Afrobeat fest, just the same way you would have done it for yourself? Exactly the same way you would have done it for yourself. Afrobeat that I don't go out much anymore. But Afrobeat fest, trap fest, even though you don't support it, you get to understand things that you couldn't understand before. You get enlightened on things that you're not paying attention to before. You become a better person, you become wiser, and you also know how to use what you have learned. Okay, that's that about that. So, professional development, events like the Southwest Forum for the cleaning industry and the Next Generation Youth Conference. Cleaning is good, Sha. Shout out to government and governance. Safety in schools. The government is focusing on strengthening, safeguarding, and child protection with discussions on preventing sexual and gender based violence. Okay. So let me just check this. Sexual and gender based violence in schools. Okay, okay. For no put say do boys are also targeted now. The thing about this stuff is that you know it's not really it's the school. It's not about the sexual, physical, or psychological. Because no matter how you do this here, there will be some schools that support it. No matter how you do it, even if they are not openly like accepting it here, there will be some schools. It's more about like it's just like a way to get way of getting money. You have to caution parents to listen to what, not even to listen, say you have to emphasize the they undergo programs that evaluate like children or like parent wise, but they will choose the based violence. They will choose the based violence. You understand? So we have to like look for what it's very hard. We have to like look for what it's very hard for sexuality is how you were. So that's all for the sexual and gender based violence. It's impossible, but what we can look on or what we can focus on is looking for what the children want, and not just looking for what they want and leave them, you know, create opportunities, not just creating opportunity that but putting them in the path, in the way, to achieving their dreams, what they truly want to be, what they truly can be. So the last one is economic planning. Discussions are taking place regarding the themes plus agenda and building resilience for 2025-2026 economic growth. Okay. Anything concerning economic growth that's coming from government, it's just sounding like sham to me. Economic planning care, and it's governmental person that wants to talk. The economical planning that can just look at is just us helping ourselves. Everybody doing something very substantial. The poor should stop being poor. The beggars should not just beg but have other things they are doing. Everybody, the rich, should not just enjoy their riches but invest in. I'm not just saying only one or two rich people or only one or two big cats. Invest in a public that they're not getting anything from it. It should be like 10% of like those that are handicapped. Should not say no. But but why I don't want to emphasize on this is because when people want to do things, they always go over and about, and sometimes they let their emotions take the beggars down and everything. But I'm just saying this like out of context, you understand? Because some people they love to beg. That's who they are. Some people they just love to beg. That's just what they want to do. They want to do. So I don't know whether there's a hope for that. So if there's any possibility of that being very efficient or useful, then I support it. But I don't believe anything about the government saying anything about economic planning. It's just probably another way to get more money from me, us, whoever. 46. I think I've been. It's not 2 hours, so 45 minutes. So I've been here for 45 minutes, and they always say something about teaching and learning. They say even 30 minutes is enough. 30 minutes is enough. You know, 30 minutes is enough for you to enlighten and teach. And the Bible said like um wisdom is profitable to guide. That's why I can call this my hustle. And I also guide through my music, you understand? But not just guide, just an express of soul, love, hate, everything. But not here, not in this medium. This medium is just to enlighten. Okay, that's all. Gang, see y'all later. Another time. Today or tomorrow. Or next tomorrow. Depending on how things goes. I hope that you enjoy this and like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend about what's going on here. Discuss, relate, and not just discuss and relate, but make moves towards what you have discussed. Thank you. See you another time.